Coming up tonight, the police chief addresses a viral video. Senators passed the rate reduction bond bill, how you can get your e-passport much easier, plus find out the Junkanoo Group's order of entry.
Our news is brought to you by Alive.
Welcome to our news and thanks for joining us. I'm Vonnie Tude. Topping news tonight, Commissioner of Police Anthony Ferguson is addressing a viral video that shows police officers firing wildly in the air as they tried to break up a fight over the weekend. The police chief insisted the video does not tell the whole story. Jasmine Brown reports.
It was this video of officers in the middle of a chaotic fight that sparked a swift response from Police Commissioner Anthony Ferguson. He insisted the video that swiftly made rounds on social media did not accurately depict the situation.
You will always have people that send the things or that will catch, that is sketching, but they hold the real scenario, the whole scenario back.
While some who watched the video unfold said the officers were justified, others raised concerns over the safety and appropriateness of the warning shots, noting that the stray bullets could have potentially injured unsuspecting bystanders. Ferguson insisted Bahamians are quick to share the bad but not the good.
People will send out what they want to send out, but there's actually 3 pieces of video. You know the one they send out? The one that they want to send out.
The police chief also defended the officers but noted that police are not perfect.
And if you look at it, there were persons in the crowd who was attacking, who still went and tried to attack the police. So that kind of behavior thing. On the other hand, we look at ways that we can do things better. We're not saying that we are perfect. No man is perfect. Absolutely no man is perfect.
Ferguson said at the end of the day, safety is very important and the Royal Bahamas Police Force cannot allow people with antisocial behavior to wreak havoc in public. Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Senators passed the controversial rate reduction bond bill today. It will result in a $20 to $30 monthly increase in electricity bills for 10 months. However, Attorney General Carl Bethel said that figure isn't set in stone. This as the opposition predicted that customers would be paying higher bills for decades as a result of that bill.
It is a short-term pain for all of us for long-term gain.
On the heels of what he admits was a terrible summer, Attorney General Carl Bethel asserted BPL customers will be forced to carry a little more load before they see a promised 40% drop in electricity bills by 2021. Works Minister Desmond Bannister has said BPL customers will see a bill increase of $20 to $30 per month for about 10 months as a result of the controversial rate reduction bond. However, Bethel says that amount is not set in stone.
When the bond is issued, there will be an extra surcharge based on what is set by the fee. The figure of $30 was thrown around. I'm not sure if that is set in stone because we have to look at the terms of the bonds when they are actually issued to be able to determine how to spread the load of paying for the fee. So that's a figure that has been plucked out of the air and thrown out as a potential figure, a likely figure maybe, but not the figure.
It is unclear exactly how government arrived at that figure. Meanwhile, the minister responsible for BPL has refused to say what the base rate increase will be. Today in the Senate, the AG revealed the rate may increase or decrease every 60 days, but insisted Bahamians will save more in the long run.
A 40% drop in the electricity bill across the board is bound to be greatly in excess of the bond financing fee. So that is the strategy. We all have to carry a little more load, but it's only for a little while. Only for a little while before we cross this Jordan and reach a promised land of rationalized, cost-efficient, dependable reliable energy.
That reassurance did not sit well with opposition Senator Michael Darville, who insisted he cannot support the rate reduction bond bill. Darville predicted that BPL customers will end up paying up to $30 more for far longer than 10 months.
Struggling Bahamians will have to pay some $20 to $30 fee over the next 20 years, all the way to 2020. Listen here, man. Read what it is. They are expected to pay the fee. Listen and read. It's a loan that extends for 20 years, and we as customers will pay the $20 to $30 fee over the next 20 years.
Darville called the rate reduction bond bill unfair, one-sided, and poorly timed, as thousands of Bahamians struggle to recover from the devastation caused by Hurricane Dorian and a 60% VAT increase.
The payment modality seems to be unfair and one-sided, affecting the majority of customers who are struggling to keep their power on.
A joint effort between the Royal Bahamas Police and Defense Force OPBAT and U.S. Coast Guard led to the apprehension of 39 Haitian migrants over the weekend. Immigration officials say that 26 males and 13 females were spotted on an isolated key off the southeastern coast of Great Inagua early in the week. However, the rocky terrain made apprehension efforts difficult for authorities. A U.S. helicopter was later dispatched to assist in getting to the migrants. They were turned over to immigration authorities in Inagua for further processing. A displaced Abaco man is expressing his frustration over the lack of opportunity and assistance available to Hurricane Dorian survivors months after the storm. Jared Hicks reports.
43-year-old Frankie Floridor is a father of three who was displaced after Hurricane Dorian. The former Spring City resident lost everything when the storm pummeled Abaco, and now he is struggling to support his family.
I haven't been able to find a job, and I'm looking for a job. Like I say, the only jobs I work, sometimes if I get a club event, because I'm a DJ and I'm an MC, but I fill out application numerous places, no jobs at all.
With no home in Abaco or Nassau to live in, the club promoter and DJ is staying with family. A local gaming operator put him up for 2 months, and he received $150 from social services and the Red Cross. Now he says the help has dried up.
We don't know what is the next step. The government haven't told us anything about what they're going to do for the Abaconians.
Top of the 43-year-old's list is finding a place to live. A possible housing solution is one of the dome structures purchased by the government. The 20-foot domes are being provided by Intershelter. Floridor says he would live in the structure in Abaco, but wouldn't take his children there.
The schools are still in shambles. Nothing has been touched in Abaco. I heard that only the mud and the peas they clean up.
The contractors responsible for the dome say that the first one was assembled over the weekend and 14 will be completed by Friday. Before Christmas, they expect 110 domes to be on the island.
They'll take a 200-mile-an-hour plus wind. They're waterproof. They're bug-proof. They're earthquake-proof, they're hurricane-proof, and they're comfortable.
The trouble for Floridor and thousands of other Abaconians is that the authorities don't know who will occupy the temporary homes.
To be honest, we're still working out some of the protocols.
Chairman of the Disaster Reconstruction Authority, John Michael Clark, says social services has a database of potential candidates.
At some point, you would have heard that there was going to be a charge. None of those things, as a matter of policy, have been confirmed.
And I hope it's free, because people are not working, so they still ain't gonna be able to pay for it.
A frustrated Floridor says more communication is needed because his people are struggling.
We just here in Nassau floating, you know. None of our representatives ain't helping us. We ain't getting no help. So, you know, and Nassau is tough. The life in Nassau is not easy. When you don't have a ride, when you don't have a job, when your kids got to go to school every day, you got to find lunch money, it's hard. And that one-time voucher, what can that do?
Reporting for Our News, I'm Jared Higgs.
The Passport Office marked a major milestone this afternoon by launching the first phase of e-passport renewals online. Giorgio Bain reports.
With the official ribbon cutting, the Passport Office celebrated the launch of renewal of e-passports online. Acting Chief Passport Officer Siobhan Dean said the milestone is second to none in the region and will take the renewal experience to the next level.
We now expect the passport experience to be a more pleasant one. We anticipate that persons, especially those who are technologically savvy, will breathe sighs of relief and be happy to take advantage of this innovation and thereby avoid and also reduce the long lines and wait that have previously occurred.
Dean took the opportunity to make a request on behalf of the staff at the passport office.
As you know, this state-of-the-art technology is second to none in this region. I ask that you observe our work environment and take note that we have outgrown this facility, and the state-of-the-art system is out of place in this building.
The pilot program of this new online portal was launched between May and September and deemed a success with some 414 applicants. An online unit is now also operational, inclusive of a help desk to assist with technical issues that may arise during the application process. Acting Foreign Affairs Minister Marvin Dames congratulated the staff on their latest accomplishment and assured them that their requests have not fallen on deaf ears.
I hear you. And I would like to assure you, as I stand before you here today, that your minister has been working very assiduously to ensure that a change comes.
Applicants will be able to collect their new passports from offices in New Providence and Grand Bahama or from one of the missions in United Kingdom, China, United States of America, or Canada. Reporting for our News, I'm Georgia Bain.
Still to come on our News, Queen's birthday honorees celebrated at Government House. Plus, Rev partners with leaders of the business community. Stay tuned.